will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Nevada's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Troy's offense has the ball for the first time. Offense set on first down. Complete to start this drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And now on second down for this offense. Quick completion to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. And that's a live ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he made the read off of the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football. The defense gets the ball back.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. There was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. The inside handoff. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Higgins. Tackled immediately after the catch. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Ready to fire from the pistol. The aerial assault continues. Escapes the sack. He'll throw it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get under.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. They've been running it, but now the pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. He'll do it himself. Fights off a defender. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. This Nevada offense really has it going. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And here comes the offense on second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Good, solid tackle. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25. That last completion sets him up on second down. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 4th down and the punt team sends it the other way. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further. Signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their... Balls it in on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back.
Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Off-play action on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Just ran him over. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolfpack. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Lining up to add another. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They are up by 8 over Colorado State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Well, they tried to play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity, and they weren't able to do it there.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's looking to throw it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. He couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. The hand to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43.
Neutrals on defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Got it in the middle. It's Connor. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Getting some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Pressure coming. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. He'll just keep slinging it. Coming after it. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Wants to throw. It's Crowder. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Showing the arm strength to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fires to the wideout. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Unloads to the wideout. Little too much juice on that one from the junior. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Another incompletion on third down. The Trojans will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Unloads to the right. Got his man. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass play.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Nevada will be forced to punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it first and 10. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. After the misfire, now on second down. They'll go to the ground. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with third and 9. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Veterans Memorial Stadium.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Taylor has it. Nice move to stay on his feet. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Ross. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Second and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Turning to the running game on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Caught near the sticks. It's Parker. Touchdown, Troy! And that one will put him up here in the second half. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Wuerffel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. They're trailing by 11 to Miami. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hines is tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to first down. This Nevada offense really has it going. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. A 3rd and long coming up here. It's a draw. Hard running there. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They try to pop a run on the draw. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give is to Taylor. Keeps the legs moving. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're going to run it to the right. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Now they'll run the draw. Sweet cut there. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. To the air, it's Crowder. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He'll pull it on the read. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And they're able to get him down. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. Oh, man, almost picked off in the end zone. What a red zone stop that would have been. It's 3rd down. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Troy. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Handoff to the lone back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Lewis wants to pass. He's right on target. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They ran it on first down, now on 2nd. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Quickly to the tight end. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. This Nevada offense really has it going. From the gun, the running back has it. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Complete. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. He's going to pass. Swings it out to his running back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll keep it on the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
That makes the score Troy 20, Nevada 13.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was free. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. On the move. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Taylor has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. A first down for the offense. They go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Bulldozes his way through. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Ashley. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. This offense has a 2nd down play. Lewis to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try to get the first through the air. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Trying to get to him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. This is a 3rd and long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. With the clock running, this should be the final play. You know, there's no real reason to panic when you think about it, when it's panicking ever really help. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.